Hello, Steve White, TrekBoy89 for Steve Arts89. Well, we've had some great news in the Star Trek world. I'm very happy. Yes, Section 31 has indeed been delayed. Now, I think most people know it was never in production. They never had a production order. They may have been uh, spitballing some story ideas, and they may have gotten some of the writers at a secret hideout to actually, I don't know. I don't know how you get people to do stuff without actually paying them, or did they actually pay people when they don't actually have it in production? I don't know. They might have had some story things happening. They may have been looking at where they might go with it, but it was never in production. And I was kind of hoping it wouldn't go in, and we seem to have some confirmation. And this is just from Ketwalski. Now I know people tell me I shouldn't listen to him because he's a shill, but I listen to the haters, so it's only fair I listen to the shills as well. And try and get a nice balanced lot of bullshit from both sides. But he apparently did some research, and I'm quite happy because he's pretty shilly. He's pretty shill. His videos are pretty shiltastic. If he's saying this, it's not one of those rumors that you can easily dismiss. I think. Because he never reports anything bad, and the shills never do. So to report something bad, it must be true. So I'm very excited because I'm hoping it never happens. I'm hoping that it gets pushed back so far that they never get to it. That they end up doing other series instead, and Sherry Redstone or whatever her name is, just nixes it before it ever happens. I think it's an absolute abomination of Star Trek. It's worse than Discovery Season 3, maybe. Just the idea of a secret service within Starfleet that goes around killing people and assassinating people and committing crimes, and that they're authorized by Starfleet, and that everyone knows about it, and it's just acceptable, and everyone's all nudge, nudge, wink, wink with the black badges and everything. Just made me sick. So I didn't even like that it was created in Deep Space Nine because it wasn't part of Star Trek. It wasn't in the original Star Trek. They put it back into Enterprise, and people act like, oh, it was canon before the original series. No. So I'm glad it's gone. Now, as far as I'm concerned, it's gone. I'm gonna try and just have a slightly happier life with it just out of my. It's just gone. I'm not gonna think about it again. Now, there is a little bit of a problem with the whole CBS Viacom Paramount merger. They've had an 18% drop in the stocks and everything, and they did predict there'd be a drop due to the merger, but this is a bit worse than what they thought. So that's not great, but I'm just they're talking about combining some of the services, and I'm really hoping that I'm hoping that Sherry has like a Trump sort of approach, like where he's destroying everything Obama did just for the sake of it, just because if Obama did it, I'll destroy it. I'm hoping she has the same impulse with anything Les Moonves did, because I hated him and everything he did in relation to Star Trek, and everything he did in relation to assaulting women, and a lot of the decisions he made while he was head of that CBS, not just cancelling Enterprise and starting the Discovery mess with the alternate license and all this, and just making Paramount jump through hoops and giving them an alternate license as well, and just trying to keep the money to CBS for the merchandising and not actually letting other people make real Star Trek and making a good show. That's basically all on him as far as I'm concerned. And I'm glad he's gone. And I hope, like I said, I hope that Sherry has a whole just destroy everything he did approach as she goes forward with running CBS, Viacom, Paramount, whatever they call it now. What was the other thing? Oh, there was a little bit. They actually gave in the call that they make to all the investors and everything. They actually gave a little bit of information. They've apparently made 22 million from TV, and they've got 1.6 billion for like their annual revenue for streaming and TV basically, And Ketwalski tried to make this look better than it is. He said they had 11 million subscribers, kind of implying that was for CBS All Access, but that's including Showtime as well. So they put them both together. So no, CBS All Access doesn't have 11 million subscribers. It's not doing that well. It's not that big. Um, so I'm really hoping that they just get rid of that, create some other streaming service that combines CBS Viacom and the Paramount vaults and all that together. And we actually, I really want her to just destroy everything he did. Now, as with the other shows being in production, there's some talk about that. Some people are saying Pike is going into production. I hope this is true because Pike on the Enterprise, even in the JJ Prime universe, which is not the canon original series universe, even if in that context, I still think I could enjoy a Pike series on the Enterprise on his first 5-year mission. I think I could actually enjoy that. Now, whether it's actually going to happen, I don't know. But apparently they've got 2 shows in production. So that would be Lower Decks and the Nickelodeon show, which they're guessing is called Prodigy because apparently some artist slipped up or something and released the name, and assuming they haven't changed it, it's the same thing. And then, of course, we've got Discovery is probably going to go to season 4, although that's not certain yet. It hasn't actually been ordered. As far as I know, there's nothing anywhere actually saying that's going into production for season 4, but it just finished season 3, so you wouldn't expect them to go straight into season 4, so it could still be coming. Picard is apparently getting a season 2, and there's 2 other series which are unnamed. People are mentioning things like SETI Alpha, the Starfleet Academy, what was the other one? There was another one, whatever. They're also talking about the new film. They're suggesting that Paramount is going forward with a film, or they're going forward with a film. They're going to be doing it through Paramount. Again, there's no real information, and from the sounds of it, Noah Hawley already walked away, so no one knows what it is. I think it's just they would like to make one. I don't think there's actually one in production on any level, but they're planning to do a film at some point. But will it be will it go back to original canon Star Trek, or will it go to the JJ verse, or will it stick with this cast, or will they reboot within the JJ verse, or will they just give us an actual Star Trek film in the canon universe? There's really no way of telling what they're going to do there. And I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but I was so overjoyed that Section 31 has been delayed to 2021 because they went on and on about saying how, as soon as Season 3 of Discovery finishes, we're going to go straight in production on Section 31, and then Season 3 of Discovery finished and they didn't go into production on Section 31, and it looked like Michelle Yeoh was busy. And that was the other thing I was saying. Ketwalski has said that through a site called IATSC or something, and the Director's Guide Hot List and Production Weekly. These are all sites apparently that cover productions and who's hired and who's working and stuff. And apparently these sites don't list anything in relation to it. And it seems to have Michelle Yeoh on IMDb actually working on movies now, that she's got movies slated that she was going to go straight into after Discovery Season 3 finished. So obviously she couldn't go straight into Section 31 if she's got a bunch of films lined up. So it is definitely not happening now, right after Season 3 of Discovery, like they said. And it does appear to be postponed to at least 2021, and I just hope it never happens. Now, I think that's everything. So I'm very happy about that, and I'd just like to thank Mr. Ketwalski for doing all his research and allowing me to steal it all and do my little happy video, because I'm just happy at the idea of Section 31 being delayed and maybe not happening. I'm just going to be optimistic and believe it's not going to happen, and just try and live in that little joy bubble. There's nothing else to talk about. That's all the news. That's just the thing that came out today. I saw a couple little articles mentioning that and the Pike thing. The Pike isn't confirmed. It's just rumour. that it seems to be nothing than just common sense and wishful thinking that it would be Pike would be the next series, or one of those two series that they're talking about. But from what Kowalski says, there does seem to be some signs that Michelle Yeoh is working, and that Section 31 hasn't gone into production. So I'm just overjoyed about that, as you can see by how I keep going on about it. But I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, and let me know if you know anything about any of this. Comments are fun. I love it when people tell me stuff and give me information, and it's a lot of fun. But I'm going to go.